Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, July 23rd, and I'm your host, Krista McDonald. It is great to have you with us as we end another week here in Norwood. Norwood has turned into Hollywood. Earlier this spring, the town common was transformed to winter when scenes from a playful romance movie were shot on the town common. This week, another movie was shot at the Cleveland School. The trucks and crew filled the parking lot, and the scenes included one of the classrooms and the gym. The name of this movie is The Mothership, and it stars Academy Award winner Halle Berry. I cannot wait to see the Norwood scenes in these movies. So fun. In just over a week, the men and women of the fire department have had to respond to a variety of calls, starting last Thursday when they received a call for a vehicle fire on 95 southbound just prior to Neponset Street. On arrival, they found a fully engulfed RV in the breakdown lane. Engine 5 quickly stretched an attack line and utilized the 750 gallons of water carried on board. Canton Fire arrived shortly after and did the same. However, with no hydrants on the highway and additional water needed, a Sharon engine and tanker responded to finish knocking down the fire. Then, Friday afternoon, fire dispatch received a 911 call reporting multiple people had fallen off a ladder in the 400 block of Buckminster Drive in the Windsor Gardens apartment complex. NC2, Engine 5, and Norwood ambulances 1 and 3 were dispatched from quarters. On arrival, NA3 found that there were a total of 3 patients that had fallen approximately 25 feet off of a ladder. 2 patients were in critical condition, 1 was in serious condition. NA3 transported 1 patient to Norwood Airport to meet MedFlight, who then flew the patient to a Boston trauma center. The Mutual Aid Walpole ambulance transported 1 by ground into the city, and NA1 transported the final patient to a local trauma center. Then Saturday, just after 2 o'clock, NA1 and Engine 5, along with Norwood Police, were dispatched to a motor vehicle accident on Myrtle Street. Companies arrived on scene and found a single vehicle rollover. NA3 and a Mutual Aid Westwood ambulance were then added to the assignment. Both patients were able to self-extricate prior to NFD's arrival. They were quickly transported by firefighters to Boston City hospitals, one with serious injuries and the other in stable condition. Great work, as always, by everyone at the fire department. We'll be right back with Town News.
The Norwood 150th Committee is planning a party and seeking volunteers to help plan events. We invite you to stop by the Senior Center on Sunday, August 15th, between the hours of 3 and 5 p.m. to learn more about the various subcommittees and get you involved. Norwood 150, a rich history, a bright future.
Welcome back. Oakdale Farms is a family-owned horticulture and chicken farm in Rehoboth. On Monday, they hosted a pop-up farmers market by the Senior Center. The colorful variety included fresh grape tomatoes, squash, radishes, potatoes, fresh herbs, and other seasonal veggies. The farmers market will not return until August, but home delivery is available. Farmer Laura Smith provides more details.
We opened a home delivery service when the pandemic started, and so we do deliver to Norwood because we do have a lot of customers here in Norwood. So we deliver every week on a Wednesday. You just go online to our website, you place your order, and you can either pay with a credit card or you can pay with your EBT card.
Thanks, Laura. This farmers market also accepts payment by SNAP and HIP benefits. Massachusetts farmers market coupons are also accepted. Keep up with Norwood News in August to find out when Oakdale Farms will be back in Norwood. Being a nonprofit, you rely heavily on fundraising and donors. Giving the Glam is back this year for the 2022 prom season and will be holding their annual fundraiser this September. Ona Maristella Rappo gives us some more details.
Yes, this year finally we have a fundraiser event that is going to have happening September 5th. We are very excited because usually when I do the fundraiser, I invite my former participants and the currently participant for the year to be part of the fashion show. And usually I pick the one that is more shy, just a way to take them out of the comfort zone and help them like bring and know who they really are, you know, to help them like build the confidence. And it's funny because all of them always wanted to be involved. and it's something so special. Then usually in our fundraiser, we have our participants to do the whole fashion show. We dress them up, we do the makeup, the hair. They look amazing, just like prepare for the red carpet. Then we usually, actually this year too, I'm gonna have 2 former participants who currently are at the Berkeley College. They're gonna perform it for us, and I'm very excited for that. We have a friend of ours who currently works at Boston Ballet that is gonna be also performing for us this year. Then there's something really fun, is my way to say thank you for all of the people that are supporting us and helping us. And one thing, like I always say about Giving the Glam, is magical. You see the results right away. And for me, it's very important to share that moment with all the donors and the sponsors and everyone who help my mission, Give the Glam mission, to continue. Then it's right there, that moment when everyone see where where the money goes, where they help, the way they help us, the result, the magic that happening to the kids. Then and I'm very creative. The way I do fundraiser, sometimes people ask, how is gonna be? Do I have to spend a lot? That is some people who are new in this. I always tell them, look, just for you to buy the ticket, you are right there helping us. You are making a difference. Then don't worry if you can't spend more. It's okay with us. We are very thankful for you guys to help us, buying the tickets and be there, witness that moment. And some of them, but how is the fundraiser? It's fun. My mission is to show you how fun, how beautiful it is, what Giving the Glam does. And that is the way we like to share. We're gonna provide some food, for all the sponsors, the donors, all of you that will be there. But the most, the most fun part of it is for you guys all to witness what we do as a foundation.
Everyone is welcome to attend the Giving the Glam's annual fundraiser. If you are interested, please visit www.givingtheglam.org. On August 3rd, the Norwood Police Department will be celebrating National Night Out. National Night Out is an annual community building campaign that promotes police community partnerships and neighborhood camaraderie to make our neighborhoods safer and more caring places to live. For more on Norwood's event, we go to Chief Brooks.
Hi, this is Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. I'm here to invite all of you to come to our National Night Out, which is going to be held right here on the Town Common, August 3rd, which is a Tuesday evening, and it's going to be from 6 to 8. Now, National Night Out is a nationwide effort by police to connect with their communities. And it's been going on for a number of years. We really haven't participated before. This will be our first one. So we kind of don't know what to expect, but we'd like everybody to come to the Town Common and meet us and talk with us. So here's what to expect. We're going to have some police radio cars that are going to be set up right here on the Common. There'll be officers with each car. You can sit in a police car. We'll explain to you how they work. We're going to have some police motorcycles here. Some bicycle officers will be here. The wagon will be on display. We're going to have officers working the grill. We'll be cooking hot dogs and cheeseburgers and hamburgers, and we'll be giving away slices of pizza. We're going to have a booth set up. We're going to have giveaways for the kids. I'm not going to tell you everything that's there, but there'll at least be children's books and foam police cars. And it's really just a chance for us to engage with the community and talk to folks and answer some questions. Right now we've got a couple of recruits in the academy. We expect those recruits to be here to talk about their academy experience. And then on the other end of the scale, there'll be some experienced officers talk about the job, talk about policing, and talk about what we do here in Norwood. So you're going to see it advertised around town. I think you're going to see this video more than once. It's National Night Out, Tuesday, August 3rd, right here on Town Common. I hope to see you there. Thanks.
Thanks, Chief. Sounds like a great event. Now we're going to toss it over to Mike Maloof for this week's Sports Update.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike Maloof and welcome to the Sports Update. It's been a busy summer for baseball players all across town. As Brian Dunn mentioned last week, the 13, 14, and 15-year-olds were all in tournament play last week. The 13s fell to Braintree in the quarterfinals by a score of 8-1. The 14s also lost in the quarterfinals to Medford by a score of 10-5. And the 15s had a great run to the semifinals, eventually falling short to Braintree by a score of 10-5. Legion had a busy week starting on Monday. They were eliminated from the District 6 tournament by losing to Quincy 7-5. Wednesday, they hit the road for a tough matchup with neighboring rival Walpole. It was a pitcher's duel at Bird Middle School with 6+ scoreless innings. In the bottom of the 7th, Walpole was able to put one across and came away with the 1-0 walk-off win. Then Thursday, they were back home to take on Dedham. Sean French pitched a gem, holding Dedham to no runs through 5 innings. In the 6th, Dedham's bats came alive and led them to a 6-2 victory. Before the game, Eddie Hickey caught up with Coach Margit Ellis to highlight their longtime assistant coach.
Yeah, you get somebody special with you here. Your chief assistant here has been with you for a number of years.
He's
I'll let you
special
talk.
because he volunteers his time, and his profession is baseball. He owns Baseball Unlimited in Waltham, and it's Rich Cordani, who lives in Norwood, but was on LSU's first national championship and batted 4th, not 3rd. He was the protection behind Mouton, the future major leaguer. But I wanted to highlight this. This is an asset we've had for years. And the way Rich teaches the kids, the way he communicates hitting and pitching, has really benefited our program. And I want the town to know about it, because there's places you can go for instruction, but we got it right here. And we got it at Rich's facility in Waltham, and it's genuine, and it's a care for the kids. And I wanted to, Rich, what do you think about this Norwood territorial world that you moved into years ago, when coming from baseball royalty in Milford, right?
That's right. Well, back in the Stone Ages, 85, 86, 87, we hosted the state tournament, and the only team we didn't play was Norwood. We're like, let's let them win it. Yeah. Well, they won it 85, 86, 87, a host of pros, a host of knowledgeable baseball experience teaching those kids. And now that I've been here, I was with the 13 team in the state tournament. Ironically, we played Milford in the finals. I think we also hosted it in 15. And I've worked with some very top-notch, smart, affluent kids, and it's been fun. And they really like to learn the game because we're teaching them the game. And that's what I really like to do, and I've been doing it pretty well. So Smudge keeps me around.
Contract, it's a 1-year contract. We keep renegotiating it. But no, I want to thank everyone involved, Norwood Community Media. This coverage matters for the kids in our program. And we got one more guy who, he's only 6, but I treat him like he's 16. And this is our bat boy, my son Luke. And we need a W tonight, because the last game you were at, did we win?
No.
Are we going to win tonight?
Yes.
Oh, boy. All right, say hi.
With many organized sports taking the summer off, it's a good time for kids of all ages to refine their skills. One way to do that is to attend sports summer camps. In the next few weeks, we'll be highlighting the different camps that are offered around town. This week, we start with the Rec Department's field hockey camp, run by Allison Penza.
So this week we held our annual Norwood Youth Field Hockey Summer Clinic. We work in conjunction with the Recreation Department along with the high school field hockey team. We take 3 days from 9 to 12 each day, and we just incorporate a lot of skills, trying to teach kids the fundamentals of the game, while also incorporating some fun games, water balloons, little fun activities for the kids, just to try to we want to make sure that we're getting the youth in Norwood the exposure to the game of field hockey. So we have a great relationship with our high school program. Al Dollar and I have coached before, and so for many years, even since I was at the high school and playing in the youth, we've always had a phenomenal support from the high school team. This group especially, they come help me out at summer clinics, fall clinics, my spring skill sessions that we do. They're here, they're coaching with the kids. The kids love it. So it's always great to see the relationship that we have between the youth program and the high school program, and I do feel like it has led to the success that has been seen at the high school level.
Senior Captain Delaney Gover understands the importance of helping the youth program and can recall the days when she was in their shoes.
So the younger program, that's kind of where I started playing field hockey. I just feel like it's important to really get a stick in your hand, especially over the summer, when you have free time. And it's good to strengthen the high school program too, because we've been successful for many years too. Yeah, I remember the coaches were Erin Murphy and Coley Hayes, and I just remember I always had a good time here.
It was a fun time for everyone, from the coaches to the campers, and the girls will have plenty that they will remember.
This week we were playing field hockey as a camp all together. I'm gonna remember Shannon Delaney.
The future is definitely bright for NHS field hockey. We look forward to the fall coverage as the Mustangs look to have another successful season. Next week, we're going to head to the NHS gym to check out the summer basketball camp. Well, that's all for sports. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Kristen, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. In government, the Board of Selectmen continued a show cause hearing with representatives of Olivardi's at their Tuesday night meeting. The majority of the Selectmen's meeting focused on a presentation of the possible uses of the St. Street lot in South Norwood. Norwood's conservation agent, Holly Jones, prepared and presented the presentation. The Board of Selectmen will meet again on August 3rd. Wednesday night, the Conservation Commission met at the NCM studio and began with a public hearing regarding a stone dust walking path at Hawes. Mark Ryan presented to the board the plans to the commission.
So this proposal was to construct 450 feet of new stone dust path to connect the existing 450 feet of stone dust path. So you have a connection from Washington Street running adjacent to the Hawes Pool and adjacent to the Hawes Ponds, and eventually wrapping around and connecting to a walking / access road that leads to the rear of the Undine and other travel ways for pedestrians to go in the Undine area.
The commission voted to approve the conditions that were set forth by Holly Jones. The next public hearing for 60 Union Street subdivision was continued to the next meeting per request of the applicant. Following both public hearings, the commission heard a presentation from Chris Hirsch regarding the removal of Trap Hole Brook Dam. Hirsch reviewed the plans and the timeline of the project. The meeting ended with discussion of the beaver dams at Norwood Airport and the Conservation Commission business. The next meeting will be August 4th. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Stay tuned after this break for more town news.
Coming up on the latest Norwood Digest. From NHS TV to CBS Charleston, Norwood's own Robert Way sits down for an exclusive interview about his career path since his days at NHS. Preparations are in order for Norwood's 150th birthday. Tom Maloney shares a sneak peek of events and collectibles to look forward to. And learn about Norwood's rendition of the Thornton Wilder classic, Our Town. Tune into the latest episode of Norwood Digest with Jack McCarthy right here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Welcome back. The first step to a career in law enforcement is the entry exam. Patrolman Andrew Jurowicz produced this video highlighting the Norwood Police Department.
One thing that attracted me to policing, made me want to become a police officer, is I wanted to prove people wrong. Some of the misconceptions about policing.
The ability to problem solve, and not only to problem solve by myself, but fortunate enough to join a team of people who would be doing the same thing, and we'd be problem solving at one of the highest levels.
Being able to come to work and going out and meeting new people and being able to affect them in a positive manner and being able to help them at sometimes when they're at their worst, I think that's really fulfilling.
My family, a lot of them are involved in law enforcement as a profession. They inspired me, kind of led me the right path.
I think a young person would like to work here because there's ample opportunity to succeed and move up in your career.
If you're like me, started a little late at the age of 30, you care about your family, your future. If you're younger, you get to learn as many things as you want here. It's a growing environment.
What I like most about the job is having the ability to see the almost instant impact that you have on people. The things that you do when people need you the most, being able to see the result of your time and in your actions in their lives.
It'd have to be the coworkers that I work with.
Great people. We're all pretty much the same age group. We have each other's back all the time.
Most police departments at this point are very transparent in who they are, and they want to know their community as much as they want their community to know them.
The community of Norwood has been great to work for. On a daily basis, I get thanked for my service, and I get told how appreciated I am for what I do.
So we have a great community, we have a community that supports us, and more importantly, you've got great police officers who are out there willing to do the job in a good manner.
Those interested can reach out to the non-emergency line at the police department. This past weekend, the Dunkin' Donuts in the center of town reopened its doors after recent renovations. There was a small ceremony in which representatives of Dunkin' asked members of the police and fire departments to attend. Chief Brooks did the honors of cutting the ribbon. Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.